So do you want to do the intro
Yeah.
for me?
All right. So, welcome everyone. Thank you for being here. My name is Marcos, and I'm here with my colleague. His name is Jamie Binns,
Hello, how you guys doing?
and we're here to do our first official podcast, and we're doing it for Babytunes music channel on YouTube. Definitely go look us up. We're here to find, basically the most underground of underground music and promote those artists on our music channel, our Twitter, as well as our website, Babytunes Music. Really, we're here to just promote, good love. Good music and equality. So that's basically what we're all about, and really hoping to build a community. But this is our first podcast. We got some tunes coming up for you, some great new tunes. A couple of things we're going to talk about. So we appreciate you guys tuning in. And as we all know, it's the start of the summer, so it's a great way for us to sort of jump in and really get into the music scene now that everyone's got some free time. All of the students are here, and they're looking to get into some concerts. And that's actually one of the things we want to talk about first is Red Rocks.
Yeah.
Red Rocks is awesome.
So as Marcos mentioned, all the students are coming back, and right now we're based here in Boulder, Colorado. And Red Rocks is this big, huge, like what would you call it? Stone amphitheater? It's more just like a natural amphitheater built up into the mountain over by Denver. Really, really sick. If you haven't seen it, definitely Google it and check out some images. It's perfect.
Pretty
I
much.
personally have only gone there like during the day and kind of like I ran around with my girlfriend Kristen just to check it out. Where I don't know if you've ever been down there during the day.
Yeah,
There's a
man.
bunch of people who train like
Yeah,
hardcore, like
they have
running upstairs and stuff.
Dude, they have like morning yoga.
Really?
And you can go there, and I think you have to like do a hike, and then you get there and you get to the stands, and everyone does like a little namaste yoga and right as the sun comes up too, because you can see the sunrise sometimes.
That sounds awesome. That's
Yeah.
a beautiful, beautiful place. But so you've been to a bunch of shows there. So like, what do you
Yeah.
think was best? Like your favorite one?
Oh man, I've been to a bunch of shows, and it's just all shows are good. I mean, especially because the venue is so awesome. So you get the entire view of not just the venue, but you can see almost all of Colorado. You can see Denver, Golden. So it's really gorgeous. But good sound system, and Red Rocks, to play at Red Rocks, I think you kind of have to be like pretty well-known artists, be able to definitely sell out the place. So like what I've been to, Bass Nectar, I've been to Skrillex. I didn't get a chance to go to Mumford and Sons because the tickets were like $600.
That's
or-
also
or
they're
around
expensive as
there.
hell, man.
Yeah, man, way too much, and they sold out in like 10 seconds. But there's some shows coming up that I would want to go to. I've seen Thievery Corporation, and they're
Yeah.
coming up. When are they coming up? Do you know?
They were coming up on June 13th,
Yeah.
which is about no, less than a week, about a week from now.
Oh man, Theory Corporation's a lot of fun. It's like 20 people on
Yeah.
stage, and you get like Sister Nancy comes up, and she's just like this just big Jamaican woman,
Yeah.
and it's just like good tunes. Like Thievery, that's always a good show.
Sister Nancy, man, what a perfect name.
I know, Sister Nancy. And she's like this huge lady, but she's fun. But it's Red Rocks, so like you kind of have to expect everything.
Yeah,
Especially
right.
if you go to a show like Thievery, there's gonna be kids tripping.
Yeah.
There's kids tripping. There's gonna be all kinds of stuff over here.
Yeah.
And then your undercovers and whatnot running around in the crowd.
I was trying to
Necessary.
go to Earth, Wind, and Fire, but it was the same thing. The tickets were like so expensive, but I couldn't believe Earth, Wind, and Fire is still touring. Like those dudes must be old.
Yeah, exactly. They're probably up there like sound way different.
Oh,
They're
yeah,
just,
yeah.
Like, way old.
But I mean, it's so cool. I feel like that old band from the 70s is doing it. Oh, here was a really interesting thing I learned, specifically about Red Rocks and about Earth, Wind, and Fire. So I'd always assumed Earth, Wind, and Fire would have recorded in like one of the coasts. Like they would have been in New York City or like maybe Chicago or somewhere else.
Yeah.
They recorded a shit ton of stuff up here in Ned.
No way.
And so, for those of you who don't know, there's this little town called Nederland, Colorado, which is about 3,000 feet up from Boulder, up in the mountains. And it's this tiny little kind of like old hippie mountain town. And they used to have like a huge recording studio, like back up somewhere in the woods. And like
Yeah.
a bunch of big name people came through. I can't like name any off the top of my head. I'll have to
that's so
pull up the
cool.
Wikipedia, but that explains why there's such a big music culture here.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
because that place recorded like all the big name artists, including Earth, Wind, and Fire.
That makes a lot of sense. I
Doesn't
always
it?
wondered why, because it's Boulder, tiny little mountain town. Like,
Yeah.
you come here, you don't expect the music scene, but then it's just like everyone's into music. Kind of like Nashville or something.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's cool, man. I didn't know that at all.
Isn't that sweet? I
Yeah.
gotta look that up and like pull it up.
Yeah, there you go. Exactly.
But while we're here, we're gonna switch over into the first song. This is by Starlight. It's It's called The Power of Three. I'm going to play it right now for you guys, but we'll also put in the description a link to our YouTube video, which in the link description of that one has links to the SoundCloud for the artist. And generally there's links to the social media sites. So let's take a listen and let us know what you guys think. Babytunes!
Gonna smile again. We just wanna keep the pain away from our mother. Cause all those rainy days could never really get her down. She got her head above the water, never going under. And now she's smiling daily, and she's never gonna cry again. I think that she can finally say that she's happy. She never will be hurt again. We always will be there to get ya. The job is ours to protect ya.
It's been 26 years since I know ya. You could call me firstborn daughter. I could probably say that I love it, that you're my mama. There can be no other, cause blood is thicker than water. Think I finally know the reason why you call me Starlight. Here to protect you from evil spirits that we all have. Guided by the stars when it's dark, I will be a light. Did I ever tell you that I'm thankful that you gave me life? Nah, but if you ever need my help, I give my life up. Ain't no doubt about it, didn't meet anyone stronger. Survival of the fittest, and the fittest is my mama. Serves a lot more than she's been given, but you always told me that your children are more important than all this. And the number one spot will be your kids. I feel it all up in my guts that she loves us. Considering that we've been to a lot, now it's just us.
You kept on saying daily, is she ever gonna smile again? We just wanna keep the pain away from our mother. Cause all those rainy days could never really get her down. She got her head above the water, never going under. And now she's smiling daily, and she never will be hurt again. I think that she can finally say that she's happy. I hope it stays this way, and she never will be hurt again. We always will be there to get ya. The job is ours to protect ya.
It is the power of freak, but now it's +1. I hope you'll understand what I'm saying with this song. This one is written for you. I've been waiting too long, but I was searching for words that were worth to pass along. I think it's still hard, cause we've been to a lot. This is the second verse, and I'm not even at the middle of all the things that I think I need to share. This is the first step, doors were closed or open now. Cause it was often dark, I felt that I was being blind. I forced upon the light to shine on us every time. Protecting mommy were the thoughts that were on my mind. I know I had to be a child, but I was growing fast. I couldn't help it cause my mama was my other half. Taught me to be stronger, I was born to make my mama proud. We lost a daddy, so you are the only one we have. Cherish you forever, we never want to say goodbye.
You kept on saying, baby, is she ever gonna smile again? We just wanna keep the pain away from our mother. Cause all those rainy days could never really get her down. She got her head above the water, never going under. And now she's smiling daily, and she's never gonna cry again. I think that she can finally say that she's happy. I hope it stays this way, and she never will be hurt again. We always will be there to catch ya. The job is ours to protect ya.
Alright, so one more time, that was Starlight, Power of Three. If you like that song, please like it on our Facebook page, subscribe. You can also check us out on Twitter anytime you have requests for songs, or maybe you're a new artist, or if you're not like a recording artist, like a musician, and you're just like a photographer or painter, we always feature on our videos, along with the song, a new artist almost every single day. Generally it's photography, but whatever you want, submit it. And you can submit that to babytunesmusic@gmail.com. So when that song was playing, we were checking out the artist, a little bit about them. So Starlight, where do you think they're from? Give me like one guess.
Starlight, I don't know. Judging by that tune,
Yeah.
I had no idea. Like Chicago, maybe? I don't know.
Dude, Netherlands.
There you go.
Right?
There you go.
I was
So
like, how
he's
do
a
they get
local
that
guy.
sound? No, Netherlands.
Oh, the Netherlands, not
not
Netherlands.
Netherlands. Like,
oh, okay.
like
So he's
Amsterdam.
so he's not local.
not
He's
local
way
at
out
all.
there.
I was like, that just like shocked me a little bit, but
That's
like,
pretty cool, man.
Isn't that cool?
Yeah.
How you can have like a world like so big, but like sounds are not just like so specific, so regional anymore. They're like so much more spread out.
Exactly, and that's exactly what we're looking for. Anyone, if you guys hear crazy good tunes, good music like that from anywhere, and even if it's not your music, just let us know about it, because we'd love to feature it and get the word out. Cool. No, that's really cool, man. So that was good tunage. Always appreciate that. We definitely have a little bit more coming up for you. But I'm curious, and hopefully in the future we're hoping to get people to be able to pitch in and call in and talk to us about their plans.
That would be tight.
Yeah, that'd be really cool. About their plans, especially the summer plans. So I'm curious, Jamie. What's your plans for this summer in Boulder, man? Because I know is this your first summer?
No, this is my third summer. I came here 2 years ago, but like
That's
I came
right.
in the summer of 2012.
Okay.
So I moved from Washington D.C. out here, and it's been a cool experience. Anybody on the East Coast, definitely check it out. It's like a really cool Western vibe, but like up in the mountains, so much land, so
Yeah.
pretty here. I really, really love it. So my summer plans, dude, I don't know. I definitely want to go to Red Rocks, like we were talking before.
right.
Like I'm thinking I'm gonna get my uncle Kurt to fly out from Pennsylvania. He would be fun to party with, and
You should
he
get it. You
loves
should
it.
do
He
it.
was just telling me he came back from some sort of Dead Fest in like Pennsylvania
Yeah,
somewhere.
Dead Fest is awesome.
Yeah, I've never been to that, but man, that sounds like fun.
Your uncle would love it. If he does come.
Yeah.
There's these there's party buses that are like it's like $20
Oh,
and
shit.
it's like a whole crew and all these kids, and there's like stripper poles and they actually get used sometimes, but
Really?
but yeah, it's just a party bus, and then that drives you to Red Rocks, and then you go to the show. But then I don't think they leave you there. I don't know. I've heard of kids being left behind by a bus and having to like
That would
sleep
suck.
at Red Rocks.
I don't know. Dude, my uncle's one of those people, like, he can get shit done. Like, if he needs to get back to Denver, he'll find someone to, like, drive him back to Denver.
Yeah, he'll just talk to somebody.
Yeah, he's like, no problem.
Here's
there.
$20.
Then the other thing I want to do that's, like, pretty local that I haven't done, which is kind of shocking, is to go to the creek. So, again, for everybody who doesn't know, we were talking about Nederland, which is, like, 3,000 feet up in the mountains. And there's like a long road that runs down from Ned to Boulder, but paralleling it the whole time is a big creek.
Big old creek.
Big creek. And like right now it's kind of dangerous because I saw like a bunch of kayakers going into it because it's all the snowmelt
Oh,
coming
the
down
crazy
from the mountains.
kayakers. Dude, it's like right now it's like 10 times its usual. No, 8 to 10 times its usual like flow.
Volume,
Yeah,
right?
volume flow or whatever.
It's crazy. It's just like whitewater rapids right now, but in the summer, like once it chills out and it's like really, really hot outside, the water's always really cool because it's mainly snowmelt. And like you'll drive by and it's just like all these people just partying down by the creek. People tubing, but everyone's like got like wine,
Everyone's
food.
drinking. There's like boom boxes out. There's just kids everywhere.
Yeah.
Like on both banks of the creek, and like. Yeah, right now, well, I went to, there's this one, it's called like The Spot, and it's at the very opening of the creek, like as it comes into Boulder.
I saw some kids there the other day.
There's some kids there, but like because it's overflowing, there's
Yeah.
not that many people there, because there's nowhere, like the banks are so much smaller now, but I know this kid, he's a friend of mine. I can't say his name, but he's a funny guy, and he grabs a tube, and the creek is basically how it is now, like fucking rapids. And I tell him, yo man, don't go on the tube, like don't jump with his girlfriend too. And they're like, oh come on, just tell us where's the best spot to jump in. So I'm thinking, oh I'm gonna give these guys a hard time. So I take them to the very top of the creek head.
Oh, shit, yeah.
And they jump in with their tubes. And they make it to the bottom in like 2 minutes.
Shit, that's fast. That's like a mile.
Oh yeah, exactly. And it's because they were going so fast, and like apparently they like fell out of their tubes
Oh, shit,
and were
I'd be
sort of just
scared.
like grabbing onto their tubes, just getting thrashed the whole way down.
This is like a life or death scenario. They're gonna be all like, I shouldn't be alive. They'll be like, man, my asshole friend Marco has dropped me off at the
Yeah,
top.
they were like so mad. They were like, I'm sitting there, I told you guys not to jump in.
Not good.
Even the sheriff like banned it. But
Well,
so,
no, that's the thing. The other reason it's closed right now is because of the flood. So there was a flood about what was it, about a year ago now?
yeah, was it about a year?
Yeah, it was. I think it was in fall
It was, like,
2013,
yeah.
and there was a huge flood in the Boulder, Denver area because it rained for a bunch of days, and then a dam broke up pretty high up in the mountains and just like washed through the town. Boulder had we were stupid as shit.
Yeah,
dude.
we actually we were. I have that video still. We were like standing right on the river. Like
Yeah,
in
we
the
climbed
river.
we climbed over like a fucking fallen tree and like we're
On a
standing
tiny
on a
little
rock.
branch,
And it was like 8 feet of course in water. If we fell in, we probably would have died because like the water
Probably.
level was probably 8 to 10 feet higher than it normally was, just like rushing through this canyon. And but what happened is like all the debris and like all this like broken glass and shit coming from like all the higher towns is like in the creek, so they're so afraid that people are gonna be like, some kid's gonna get like impaled on like some like rod that's like in the water, or gonna step on a
Jeez.
shit ton of grass.
Bet you that shit could happen though, and then and then the whole uproar would be happening
time,
in the
yeah.
community in Boulder. Boulder's a very small town. For those of you that don't know, it's not like a stereotypical little mountain town. It's actually pretty urban and a lot of mixed variety of people here, professions, etc., backgrounds. But when stuff happens, everyone hears about it, man.
Yeah, big
And
time.
it's just like
Big time.
exactly like there was a shootout or something a couple
What?
days ago.
Holy
Yeah.
shit, you kidding me?
Yeah, and it's because some dude out of his house had a BB gun and just like pointed a BB gun right out of his window to
What
the
a
cops.
fucking
And he
idiot.
got shot. He didn't die, so
Oh, damn,
that's
alright.
good. But yeah, come on, man. What
It's
are you
just
doing?
stupid. That's stupid as shit. Here's a funny way to describe Boulder. Like I forget who told me this. I think it was Kristen, but apparently Boulder is like in this area is where you can find the highest percentage of armed vegans.
Armed vegans.
So like vegans who also have guns. So
That's
it's like
funny.
super weird because you have like this kind of like whole hippie vibe of like, oh yeah man, namaste and shit. But then like there's a huge portion of the population that has guns. Like everybody Kristen works with. So like yeah, I got like 3 or 4 handguns.
Oh man,
Right?
That's true. Because actually, I know a lot of friends here that have guns.
Isn't that
Yeah.
super like interesting?
That
It's
is
like
interesting.
It's like that weird sort of hippie thing plus like the wild
It's
kind of mountain people.
Yeah, like the West.
Yeah,
with the
right.
hippie mixed. Yeah, man, those hippies. It's funny. There's this place, Espresso Roma, that used to be on the hill. So if you're from Boulder, you know what I'm talking about. Espresso Roma. We used to call it Espresso Butthole, not because it was nasty. It was just a funny name.
Yeah.
It was actually good coffee. But we'd go to Espresso, and there's like just a fucking legion of like dudes playing hacky sack and chilling out front, and then they
Yeah.
closed down the Espresso, and they like just disappeared.
They have to find the next like coffee water hole somewhere.
Anyways,
You want to move to the next song real quick?
yeah, let's definitely move to the next song, and yeah, if you guys love it, let us know, show us the love. We are in touch with some of these artists, so we're willing to pass messages through. But yeah, let us know what you guys think.
Cool. So this song is by WIZRD. I'm gonna just fuck up this name right here. It's called King of Qin or Qin. It's spelled like chi, like Qin. So I have no idea.
I feel like it's probably Chin, but like we're gonna disclaim that, and we're just gonna like let someone else figure that
Yeah,
out.
right. All right, so guys, let us know what you think. All right.
You are the new student. Come closer.
You cannot see.
You think I cannot see.
Of all things, to live in darkness must be the worst.
Fear is the only darkness. What do you hear?
I hear the water. I hear the birds.
Do you hear your own heartbeat?
No.
Do you hear the grasshopper, which is at your feet?
Old man, how is it that you hear these things?
Young man, how is it that you do not?
ways to preserve rather than destroy. Avoid rather than check. Check rather than hurt. Hurt rather than maim. Maim rather than kill. For all life is precious, nor can any be replaced.
Ready.
Cool. So that was King of Qin or Qin, or guys, let us know what you think it is, by WIZRD. Just looking up WIZRD on his or her Twitter. Actually looks like his dude named Nigel, who's from Santa Cruz, California. You ever been to Santa Cruz?
I've been close to it.
Yeah?
I haven't been there,
I
though.
gotta check it out. Is that closer to Cali, or is that, I mean, not Cali, shit, San Francisco, or is that closer to LA?
No, it's closer to LA.
Okay.
Pretty sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, tight.
Yeah, man. No, it's good, great music. So you're saying that guy on Twitter is him? That's him?
Yeah, well,
What's his
no,
name?
I'm talking on his SoundCloud. On his SoundCloud, his name is Nigel Cunliffe.
Nigel Cumlift?
Cunliffe.
Oh, okay.
Life. I don't know. We might be messing up your name and getting it too
Sorry,
close to
Nigel.
Cunliffe.
No, man.
Which,
Yeah, that's good. I mean, like, he's got other tunes up. Maybe we should see if we can.
Yeah.
If Nigel's cool with it, we can.
But
post
I think
those
that
up. They're
song,
great songs.
what I love about it, I love the intro and the exit. Like, we were talking about that during the break of, like, I'm pretty sure it's a kung fu movie. I wish someone, like, if you guys know what that kung fu movie is, let me know, because
like
that would be cool.
the sample? It probably
Yeah.
is. Yeah, that would be cool to watch.
Really beautiful too. It's like, it is a beat, but it's like much more depth to it. I love the pan flute.
Right.
Not pan flute, but probably just a flute.
Anyways, man.
So when we were thinking for this segment, like, what are we gonna talk about? We're like, we gotta make this a little bit crazy.
Yeah,
so
exactly.
before the podcast, we were sitting there thinking, we're like, what's a weird topic? And I don't know how we came up with this, but we decided to come up with the kill moves scenario topic.
Kill move scenario. Yeah, because
So-
it's like, especially because the song is all kung fu-ish.
Yeah.
And we're thinking, yeah.
There we
you
go.
know, like,
Transition. There we go.
Exactly. Yeah, exactly. So transitions, but yeah, kill move. What we mean by kill move, like, what's a kill move?
Yeah.
We're talking like so a while back. You know, Boulder isn't that dangerous, but people have gotten hurt around here. And if you're faced by a situation, you know, there's like self-defense, there's kung fu, but like, what's the quickest possible way to bring down your enemy?
Yeah. Or like, what
And
would
just,
you
like,
do?
What would I do?
You
I don't
have
know,
to
dude. I
defend
have-
either yourself or like a family member, or like your little daughter, your little son. Some dude's coming at you, and you have really like one move or like one kind of like one attack. Because you know this dude's gonna.
Do I have a weapon or
fuck
do I
up your
not
jam.
have a weapon? Like,
Nah,
what's
man,
my
just
weapon?
like you're in the street, you don't have anything. Maybe you got like a backpack,
Like maybe
or
like a
something.
keychain.
Yeah, keychain.
All right,
something like
perfect. Because that keychain I can work with. Because like, all right, so I have this doll. My roommate has a doll in my house. That's just we call him Bob the Bully.
that. I wouldn't even say that's
And
a doll,
he's-
because this thing is like basically
It's like a
5
punching
feet
bag.
tall.
Yeah, it's like a huge mannequin that you can use as a punching bag, and it's funny because like it's just creepy. It's just sitting there. But if you look at it, if I had like if someone came up at me, there's only a few places, man. Especially if you have a keychain, like if you have
yeah.
keys, you go for the throat. And try to go for like some sort of jugular move or face. Maybe like you can put your key in your fists. Have you ever done that when you were
Yeah.
a kid?
Oh,
Like,
yeah.
you put the key through the between your fingers and make a fist.
Yeah.
Like you could punch like that.
Wolverine style.
Yeah, man. Or a straight maybe nut shot. If you can get like a quick nut shot in, like
Exactly.
Yeah,
That's what I
man.
was thinking. That was gonna be my kill move. Was I remember I was talking to this teacher. This dude was so interesting. I forget his Mr. I don't remember. This is back at Blair High School in Washington D.C. Well, technically in Silver Spring, just outside D.C. And this dude was like, it was a white guy, but like we were always confused in his classes because like whenever like we'd say thank you, he would bow to us.
Yeah.
And we were always like, what? And we realized that he was born in Japan and lived and raised in Japan until he was 20, and then he came to America. So this dude's Japanese,
Yeah,
but just looks
he
like
was
an average
Japanese.
white guy. But he was like a judo champion apparently.
Wow.
And he was like, we were talking about judo, and I was like, oh yeah, judo doesn't look too intense, because I was like wrestling at the time, and he was like, judo is super intense because the whole point of judo is you throw someone to the ground, and that's counted like as a point. But in real fighting, like the actual martial art of judo, you throw someone to the ground and then just start stomping on their groin as hard as you can.
Damn.
Because all judo is, it's taking someone down as quickly as you can and then just like fucking up their jam.
I wonder if there's any judo places around here.
Oh,
Any
man,
like
yeah.
I bet you there is.
Judo's serious. Judo's also like arm breaks and stuff. So most of MMA is kind of like judo
It's
plus
like,
Brazilian jiu-jitsu.
Have you ever seen like a Steven Seagal movie?
Yeah.
Yeah, dude. He's like, all he does is break people's bones. Like, punch, oh, broke his knee. Like, kick, broke his elbow.
Right?
Like, it's like devastating moves.
And that's what I think I would do. I think I would I think I would just run at the person and then just try and like if they're trying to punch me, just like eat it.
Yeah, just
and then
take
just
it.
just
Take
like
the
just
punch.
probably knee them as hard as I can in the stomach or groin, and then just start stomping on their face and their groin.
While
as
the
hard
kids
as I
get
can.
away.
Yeah,
Run,
like
kids!
run, little Johnny, run.
Run, you stupid kid. Yeah, exactly.
But yeah, that's what my kill move would be. But I'm sure there's like, I'm like someone who's trained as like, dude, just like punch him in the throat one time.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, here's a kill move that's like I actually learned one time. I saw it in a movie. It was like some post-apocalyptic British movie. I can't remember which one. And this guy grabbed another guy by the throat. And what I mean is like not just like you put your hand, but he wrapped his hand and punched his fingers into the guy's trachea.
Yeah, I've heard of
and
that.
apparently it takes no effort to pinch someone's trachea and rip it out because
Oh,
there's no
yeah.
muscles to defend. That's why all these people who are like super martial arts who study qigong, they just get their neck muscles really strong so that can't happen. And so I was like watching that. My dad was like, that wouldn't work. My dad was like, try it. And try it right now, you guys out there. If you just pinch around your trachea, you have to put like 5 pounds of pressure, and you're like, okay, right? I said,
Yeah,
right? That
man.
fucks you up. But
Oh,
I mean,
that'd be
the
devastating.
chances of you being able to like quickly like reach and like grab someone's trachea and like rip it out like pretty
Not
low.
gonna happen,
Not gonna
probably,
happen anytime soon. I mean, maybe
Still,
if you like, if you were elite in like reaction times, like Bruce Lee, you could probably do that, but you'd have to
like,
train the shit out of
You
yourself
would,
to get
dude.
to that level.
It's like, you know what that reminds me of?
What?
Did you see the new Game of Thrones? The one
Ah.
that just came out? Oh, I don't want to spoil it for people out there, so spoilers ahead if you're listening to this. But like, he fights the mountain. Have you seen that? You know
No,
who the
dude.
mountain is? Dude, he fights. It's like a fight between like this huge dude, like 8 feet tall, and like this like quick but fast, like nimble dude. And the nimble dude's doing all these dance moves and like cutting him and like, and then he finally like stabs him and thinks he kills him.
Zeb's the big dude.
Yeah, yeah. But then the big dude just trips him, grabs it, and one punch just takes all of his teeth out, and then just like pops his head.
Oh,
like it's just like
God.
crazy, dude. Like, you know, it just
That
reminds
would
me of
suck.
like, yeah, dude, exactly. Like, get into a fight with a big dude, like.
That
how are you gonna
moment,
go for the
that
trachea?
moment when like your head is like in his hands, you can feel your skull like slowly starting to move in. That would be the worst.
Oh, dude, that was like pretty. Just it was just like it disrupted me, man. It was just like not cool to watch. But yeah, man, that would be a cool. That's a devastating kill move right there.
Yeah. So
Go
you
for the
guys,
trachea.
let us know what your kill move would be. Feel free to comment, or if you want to, just like go to any YouTube video and comment. That'd actually be kind of fun to see if we could get like a random thread started on like any of our videos about it. So, dude, you picked I picked the first 2 songs. What 2 are you going for?
Yes.
Or this one.
So the next song I have is Tea and Rainy Days, and this is by FaZe. It's a good song, so it's just very mellow.
Yeah.
So this is part of our Babytunes Turn Down playlist. So we have different playlists for every occasion. Babytunes Classic. Even to give you the rundown, Babytunes Classic, it's music that you want to just conceive to.
Slow
Music-
jam.
Yeah, slow jams, music that you can get down to. And so as soon as you hear these songs, you'll know what I'm talking about. And then there's Babytunes Turn Down, and so this
Which
is
is a bit
part
more
of
chill.
that, which is a little bit more relaxed. So, Jamie, if you'll just go ahead and throw us into the song.
Let's do it. So that was Teen Rainy Days by FaZe, who his real name, looking at his SoundCloud, is Alexander Thomas. And he says he calls himself a bedroom beat maker, and he's in the U.S. Air Force with like a kid on the way. He's married, I'm assuming. Yeah, married man and a father. So he's just based in Britain, somewhere in the UK. So he's got a bunch of stuff. All the songs, I just feel like they're super chill. Like that one, you literally could just be sitting down with like a cup of tea and it's raining. And
Exactly.
Like,
and
I'm just gonna watch a movie and just chill out a little bit.
De-stress a little bit. Exactly. Yeah, that was good. No, I always love good tunes like that. You said he was in the Army, or he's
in the Air Force.
Okay, he's in the Air Force.
United States Air Force.
Cool. Awesome. Well, we hope you guys like that. Definitely let us know. Anywhere you like, the Twitter or the website. But we were just talking about during that break about. I'm not sure if you're local to Boulder, you probably heard about this. If you're not, just go ahead and look it up on Google. But 2020, the TV show, did a special about Boulder called Intoxication Nation, and it's kind of fitting because it's summer and people are going to get intoxicated, including us, pretty time soon. So the whole premise, basically, about the show is that drinking in Boulder has gone rampant, and it's just so bad that people are starting to question whether people should even drink and walk. And the thing that brought that issue up was actually I wouldn't call her a friend, I'd call her more of an acquaintance, definitely a neighbor. Freshman year, I lived in Willville, which is those big, huge towers that you can see in Boulder, basically the only skyscrapers. And one of our neighbors, she was cool. We used to call her the Big Tuna. And you can guess, that just came out of just some random kid that just didn't like her for some reason. I don't know. But the Big Tuna, and she a very pretty girl, very nice. And 4 years later, I hear about her on this 2020 special. She gets wasted on St. Patrick's, and she walks up to like the very top of the hill. So the hill is a place where at the very base students live, and at the very top is all the families and very nice houses.
Very nice houses.
Very nice houses. Yeah, exactly. And at 2 a.m, she goes up there just wasted, looking for her friend. She thinks she's in his neighborhood, so she goes into some random house, thinking that it's her house. And she goes in there, and she literally somehow finds the bedroom. And she walks into the bedroom of this couple, and they're yelling at her, "Hey, what the hell?" They pull out a gun, and they have it pointed at her, and they're telling her, "Stop! We're going to shoot you! Like, get out of here! Stop! Don't come in here!" And she's still just like, "Oh my God, what are you saying?" And she was like, apparently she was on her phone too. So it's like, Jesus.
Dude, that poor person on the other end of the phone, hearing her like talking, "I think I'm in your house," and then, "Get the fuck out! We're gonna shoot you!"
Yeah, I'm sure they were trying to warn her, and she's like, "What?" So she's okay. Let's assure everybody she's totally okay. She got shot in the hip, and I think it went through and through. She even showed me the scar one day. I was taking a jog, and she comes out of this house, and she's "Hey," and I say, "Hey," and I'm like, "So how's your hip?" It's the first thing I say to her because I didn't know what else to say. Right? She showed me the scar, but so that resulted in 2020 coming down here and taking a bunch of shots of like drunk ass kids falling, stumbling around on St. Patty's Day. St. Patty's Day.
Everyone's gonna get fucked up.
Everyone's gonna get crazy. So, so the question was, or their question was, is it worse to drink and walk than it is to drink and drive? Which is, kind of we're wondering. We want to ask you guys because I don't know. I mean, I've never been walking so wasted that like I eat. Actually, no, I'll take that back. I've definitely done that, but like maybe once or twice. Other than that, and especially not on the street. I just did that like in my friend's apartment in his bathroom, and he came in and was like, "Hey, man, you okay?" And I'm like, oh, "I'm all good." As I'm on the ground.
I'd always like cut up my I'd like wake up in the morning like my shins and shit would be like cut up, like I'd like where like I'd stub my like toes all over like curbs and shit, like something through DC. But I haven't like really just like fallen like fucking face down and broken my nose. Oh no, there was this one time I went to the University of Maryland, and I think it was my friend Sarah Margison. She was my shit, shouldn't have said her name, but if you're listening to this, Sarah, you'll laugh at this story. She was for her birthday, she was shit faced, and we went into this bar called the Turtle. It was the most disgusting bar I've ever been into. It's like one of those college bars, but like
Sounds
creepers
gross.
from the neighborhood, like
Turtle.
40 or 50-year-old men would just be like preying on people. And like Sarah was super fucking pumped for her birthday, or maybe it was her friend's birthday. Anyways, we walk in. She's like, "Oh my god, I'm so happy to be here." Eats shit immediately, first thing, and falls just completely unrestrained, like arms at her side, busts up her chin on the floor, and just hemorrhaging blood, just like all coming out of it. And we had to like go take her to the hospital and stuff.
No, just right as the party got
Yeah,
started.
like it was probably like 10 p.m. Like nothing had even happened. She had just started hard and just like messed up. It's like you gotta build. You gotta have a steady
you really have
build.
to build. I've seen that happen so many times at parties here, dude.
Right.
This kid was sitting on like one of those bar stools.
Oh
and
shit!
He's just sitting
Always
there.
dangerous.
And literally, I'm watching him, and it's like slow motion. Like it's just literally slow motion. This guy's literally just inch by inch, just toppling over and over until bam! And it was such a loud smack because he didn't hold himself back at all.
Oh shit!
That like everyone in the party was like, "Whoa!" and turned around, and he gets up and he's like, "I'm so sorry, guys. I'm so sorry." As he's like just gushing
Jesus.
blood from his nose, just like gushing, apologizing to everybody.
Yeah, dude.
Poor guy, man.
That's
So,
scary.
Yeah, you gotta, kids.
Yeah.
Gotta pace yourselves. You gotta know your limits. I mean, sometimes you want to push it.
Sometimes you gotta go hard.
Yeah, sometimes you want to push it, but don't get hurt.
You
pushing
always
it.
regret it later. I don't know.
Exactly,
Personally,
man.
I feel like if I had to pick one to do, I would drink and walk, definitely. I feel like your personal, like the personal risk of danger is like there's much a higher percentage of getting shit-faced and walking and hurting yourself. But then again, like when you drink and drive and something bad happens, something fucking bad
It's
happens.
gonna be bad.
It's not like, oh, I got into a minor fender bender. It's like I caused like a 6-car accident and killed 3 people.
Exactly.
But then
So
here's a
ridiculous.
really interesting one, man. Like the middle ground, biking drunk. I heard that a friend of mine, Russell, who went to college out in Fort Collins, he was actually interviewed because there was a big problem up there of people just like biking to a bar, since a shit ton of people bike in like just Colorado, especially in the urban areas.
Yeah.
And they just get like shit faced at a bar and then try and bike back,
Oh no.
which I did one time. I got, when I worked in Denver, I got messed up at a party
Oh, no.
after work at like happy hour. Took a bus ride back, which was like basically took like an hour and a half to get back. And I got on my bike and I was like, I'm fine. I was on that bike just like
Wobbling,
wobbly as shit. Like I
Yep.
was all over the sidewalk and the street. And like that's bad because you can gain some serious speed on a bike. And I think
Yeah,
if
you
maybe
can.
you accidentally hit a pedestrian, like you can hurt someone on
Oh,
a
you
bike.
really would hurt somebody. I mean, that would be ouch. I
That
mean,
would be
I think I've done that a couple times. Wobbling, man. Just and then it's just like you're trying to compensate, but you overcompensate. It's like, holy shit, no, you lose total control. It's like it's hopeless. You gotta bail.
But that's considered a DUI, right?
Yeah, you can get a DUI.
Because the
on
bike is considered a vehicle, so that would suck.
Yeah, man.
So definitely walking for me, but I mean, but then again, dude, there's people like I've met some people who like I've gotten in a car with them and been driving and like realized later they were drunk, but they're just like they're totally good.
Yeah, they're
Some
totally
people
okay.
like functioning alcoholics,
Yeah.
dude. They're just
One
like
of my
totally
friend's
fine.
moms is like that. She's
Really?
so functional. Yeah, she's a very smart lady, but like you go to her house, she's wasted. You have no idea. It's just like
My uncle-
sometimes you're like something's off here. Like what was that? What did you just do? Or like she'll do like a little like
Your eyes
face
twitching.
twitch. Yeah, you're like what was that?
Oh no, dude, she was just puking in the bathroom. It was just
But she's okay now. With a bottle of Kettle One or something.
Yeah, damn.
That's funny, man. Yeah, so that's what happened. You guys should definitely, everyone should watch that special. It's what? It's only like 5 minutes long.
Yeah, sure.
And it's just hilarious. It really, if anything, it didn't do anything positive like it was. I think it was intended. It really just kind of made kids want to like
Go to
party even
Boulder.
more.
I was gonna
go
say
to
people would be
Boulder.
like, "Shit, dude, I'm going to Boulder. They fucking party there."
Yeah, exactly. I mean, I don't know. It's like, it's not gonna intimidate. I don't know. It's just good. It looked like a fun time. Like in the show. So cool. But yeah, definitely worth watching. And we appreciate everyone tuning into the podcast for sure.
Definitely,
this is our first one. We're loving it, and we're here to just hopefully tell you guys about new concerts, things coming up, have some interviews for you guys, sort of get into the music scene and get you guys in there
Big
with
time,
us.
big time.
So that's what we're trying to do.
We should also try and interview some like, when I say artists, I don't mean like musicians. Like maybe we could, because Marcos, you studied art at CU.
Yeah.
Do you know
Yeah.
anybody we could talk to
I
about
definitely
like
have
painting or something? That'd be cool.
Oh yeah, there's a lot of artists here that we would love to talk to, especially because friends from the college classes I had that were really good artists that just made really good work, and then just people that I know sort of just like that I've met over the years. But I mean, Boulder is just there's this place on the hill. I mean, you can go almost anywhere and find like pretty good artwork. There's a guy sometimes even underneath. If you go under, there's this bridge called University Hill. If you go under that, there's usually artists selling like posters, and sometimes they're bad, but sometimes they're actually pretty impressive, pretty cool. So yeah, stuff like that. We're
Always
all
looking out
about
for it.
promoting it. Exactly.
So if you
Finding
have
it,
anything,
promoting
just
it.
email us definitely. Babytune. I'll put it again in the description, but babytunesmusic@gmail.com. Like songs, photographs, anything.
Also, website babytunesmusic.com.
Still a work in progress.
Still a work in progress, yes. But it's gonna get fixed soon. And then stay tuned for our Facebook page, which will come out. And really, that's just another way to keep you guys updated on everything: new artists, new tunes, concerts, and just crazy stuff happening. So great. Now we are. What are we gonna do? Go into our next
song.
Our last song.
Last
for the
song.
day?
This one's called Cyprus, and it's by SKVTR, all caps SKVTR. I don't know if it's like acronym for something or just SKVTR, but
SKVTR.
really cool little song.
Yeah.
They put out a bunch of really good stuff, so take a listen. Listen to what you guys think. So that was Cyprus by SKVTR or SKVTR. This is someone coming out of Calgary, Canada, which is actually where my girlfriend's brother is moving to. I heard it's like, the way he described it, I've actually never been to Canada, which is kind of crazy since it's just like one country above us. But it's like directly north of Denver, and it looks exactly like Denver, except snowier, and the mountains are smaller.
Weird.
That's what I've heard.
That's
Like it's kind of in the same place too, of like plains hit mountains.
That's weird. Yeah. So is it like close to the border of Canada?
Yeah,
and
basically
the
all
US?
the cities in Canada I've heard are really, really close to the border,
yeah,
just
me
because it's a
too.
little bit more temperate.
Yeah. Okay. Well, shit. So that's where this is from. Yeah, I like that. Plus, and the artwork that went with that, pretty good stuff.
Yeah. I forget where we found a picture of this girl, but I really like her tats. They're really cool. It was a very well done picture.
It's all about the tats.
It's all about the tats, right?
Yep. That, as you guys heard, that was our last song. But appreciate you guys tuning in. Definitely let us know how we can improve these podcasts. Where they're work in progress, but it's a fun progress, and it's a fun process. So until next time, I think the next podcast comes out in about a week. But definitely follow us. Check out the new tunes. We update about every day. We put
Every
up,
day.
every
We're
day
so
we put
right
up
now
3
we're
new
doing
songs.
3 a day, and eventually I think it's gonna like taper off to about 1 a day. But I don't know, if we find some good stuff, we might just like keep going with it. So definitely, as Marco said, subscribe on YouTube, comment on anything. Feel free to share this with everybody. Twitter. You can also email babytunesmusic@gmail.com. We would love to talk to you guys. We would love to promote anybody we can. So just get in touch with us some way.
Sounds good.
Cool. See you guys next week.
Babytunes.